Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be making one of my favorites again from up home. This one's actually a favorite a little north of me from where I was. This one is New England clam chowder. So this is definitely not the time of the year to be making a heavy soup such as this, but it is one of my favorites, and I didn't really make any this winter, so I'm jonesing this a little bit. So I have a lot of friends and family that will be coming down here very soon, and I wanted to make this so we could have this for a dinner or a lunch while they're here. So if you haven't watched any of my other videos, you would know that I have moved from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania down to Florida, and down here soup is not a really big thing. So okay, let's get started. And again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. So we have the bacon, red skin potatoes back there, half and half, spices, clams. Now again, I would be up home, try to get real clams, but down here we're stuck with the cans of clams, also the clam juice. So this is a quick and easy way to get it done. You don't have to worry about boiling the clams separate and everything like that, but this is the easiest way, and it's a pretty cheap way. Okay, so for my recipe, this is red potatoes right here. I love these little red potatoes. This is a 5-pound bag. We're going to be using half of this bag, so you don't have to be precise and exactly 2.5 pounds. It just looks like a half a bag, and we're going to dice these up. Some recipes call for it to be the cream base made and then mixed in, and then you keep adding water or liquid to the potatoes to help them soak up and get soft. I'm not like that. I'm going to take these, dice these up with the skins on, put them in the pan with some water, boil them till they are not quite done, and then strain and put to the side, make our roux, and then add them back in. So let's get that started. Alrighty, as you can see, these dices are diced potatoes. They're not really diced that small. You don't really want them small because then they'll get too mushy, especially if you're storing this. So now we're going to just cover these with water, and we'll put it on the burner to get boiling. And again, we're just boiling these just to be like al dente. You just want them that they're just not done yet, and then that's when we're going to pull them off. Okay, we'll let that go for a little while. We'll be right back. Alrighty, now that our potatoes are done and strained out, put those to the side. We will now take our sliced bacon, and you see how I have this really just small. You don't want to have large chunks because you're trying to promote the clam chowder and not some kind of bacon clam chowder. So put that in there. We'll start sauteing that down, and then we'll be on to the next thing. Alrighty, now that we got the bacon all crisped up, we're gonna get all this bacon out here. I'm just gonna stick it right on top of the potatoes because they're gonna go back in the pot together. We're ready for that point. I'm gonna take all this bacon out here with a strainer and get down to the last little bit in here. Okay, now we got that separated there. We're going to dump off almost all this oil, and we're going to keep just about a tablespoon or so of oil, bacon grease, I mean, in there. You can see I'm dumping this out. Just going to leave a little in there, a little bit with all the little parts and crumbs that are going to mix back in. I'll wipe that off to the side. I don't want it dripping down on my stove. We're going to put that to the side. Now, we're going to take and put in the 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter with the clams and the bacon, a little bit of bacon grease. We don't need to over salt this, so we're just going to put unsalted butter in there. I'm going to turn that on a while. Get her rocking and her rolling. Okay. And get this melted down here. Mix in with that bacon grease that's still in there. And we are going to add our onions. Now, you can use one whole onion, chopped. I have these ready to go onions. And a lot of times in a lot of my recipes, I use the dehydrated onions. But I have this container here. And we're going to put just about 2 heaping tablespoons in there of onions. Okay. That stays in the refrigerator. And we're going to put 2 heaping tablespoons in here of the minced garlic. Maybe I'll go 1, just 1. I'll actually go just 1. That'll be good enough. Okay. Now, we're going to cook this down. And what's nice is without using the raw onions, you don't have to wait for one to get the onion to get translucent and then add your garlic to overcook your garlic. So these will be basically in together and done at the same time, which is a good thing. Saves again on time. We're going to let this cook down just for a minute. Get all that butter melted. Alrighty. At this point, we are going to add 6 tablespoons of flour. Turn this down just a smidge. This is where the roux is going to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now we're going to get that mixing around in there. And it's going to get thick quick. Okay. I'm going to get that all nice and mixed around. Turn that down just a smidge. Now, we're going to add clam juice from the clams. You're going to separate though, keep the clams separate yet. This is not time for them to go in. Oh, just pop that open. Okay. Now, we're going to take the clam juice here, make sure it's just shaken up. And if I can try to get this open, I need just a little knife here. Alrighty. This needs a can opener. Great. That is just great. I don't know if I have one of those. I thought I did. Yes, we do, I guess. I got this one here. See if this works. Okay, it does. Add that clam juice in there. Okay, very nice. Now, we're going to take and add, let me get my measuring cup here. We're going to add 2 cups of half and half. Get my half and half out. 2 cups of the half and half. Okay. Now we're going to add 1 cup of milk. We may need to add more later. So on my recipe at the end, you will see it says 1 to 2 cups. And that's just in case it gets too thick. And we need to add to thin it down some. So we're going to put that in there. And now, turn this up a little bit. And we're going to mix this around until it starts to thicken up. And at the same time, we're going to scrape the bottom to get all those little crumbs and everything that's stuck to the bottom loose, and mix it in with the soup and give it that flavor. Oh, a little splashing going on there. Okay. And when this starts to thicken up, I will bring you back, because I know a lot of people don't like the downtime in between videos. I'm especially one that way myself. I like to just see the important parts. So when we get this thickened up and we're going to add our next ingredients, I'll bring you back. Alrighty. Now it's thickened up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start adding the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to take the bacon and the potatoes and we're going to pour that back in. Everything in there, we want that. As you can see, this is really getting nice and thick. I still might have to add a little bit of milk, so we'll see how it goes. Now we're going to take and add those 3 cans of clams, chopped clams. 1, 2. I want to make sure you get everything out of there because you paid for it. Don't want to throw it away. 3 there. And then, let me get a paper towel here for my hand. We're going to add some parsley. This is about 2 tablespoons in here. Let's see here. I'm going to do it by look, because everybody knows I don't really use a lot of measuring devices. We're going to take 2 bay leaves. Oh, this is brand new. Yeah, I thought I opened this already. Guess not. Okay. We're going to put in there 2 bay leaves. There's 1. Man, smell this smell coming off of that. Okay. Put that away. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper to taste. And my sister, because of me always complaining about my grinders, especially my pepper one not working, my sister sent me these from Pennsylvania. That was really nice of her. So again, we're just going to put this to taste. We don't need a lot because we had that bacon. These are actually pretty cool. My sister got them for me from Amazon. You can see I don't have no issues with pepper anymore. So that's a good thing. Okay. Now that's all mixed together. All the ingredients in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer for 1 hour. And that should be enough time for the potatoes to soften up and all them clam juice and flavors get mixed together. And we'll be eating right after that. Okay. You can see how this got nice and thickened up. All the potatoes are now done. Everything's starting to look really good. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Again, please subscribe, and I will be sending you the recipe on pick right now.